I'm just having some fun with this. This is really for children. And when you come to mapping a grid network, right? Mapping your hologram, mapping your mirror. I just went to YouTube, and I don't subscribe to her. I normally don't spend very much time, with my energy experiencing mass media. What's in my mirror, which is holographic, mathematical APIN number codes, mathematical codes, which are fire letters, which is the math of the hologram that we're experiencing on our mirror between a dead light mirror, right, and a living light eternal mirror, right, eternal cosmic level sun, which is eternal unconditional love that's on fire. That magnet is on fire, which means that light is on fire. It's an eternal spirit of fire, right? So here on the left, on Megyn Kelly's show this evening, which I guess was recorded like 9 hours ago, this is how she's dressed. She's got her hair. She's blonde. She is a beautiful looking woman, but remember, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I grew up with my mother with Cosmopolitan 17 magazines, right, where everything is modeled. Now we're into graphic modeling. Now we're into game theory mathematics. Right? Madison Avenue, selling the models, selling the screens, selling the projections, selling the mirror, selling the information, selling the holographic information, which is the visual mathematical information that gets recorded, and that becomes a grid recording. So here you have, her blonde hair is sort of combed back like she just got out of the ocean, right? Because I used to go swimming in the ocean. I used to see girls come out of the ocean, so I'm looking at pretty much the same wave and flow of the energy, right, where their hair sort of waved back, and she was wearing a white T-shirt with red letters on the front that said female, F-E, and that's iron, right? Iron male, iron Molly, female, okay? So that jumps right at you. She's advertising, I'm a female, right, with a white shirt and red letters. And then you got the City of London, right, which is the Roth City of London financial capital, right, which is what? The red cross on a white background. White is known as the flag of peace. I surrender it. Let's talk. Let's have peace between negative and positive magnetic polarity, so we're non-polarized, so we're neutral. We're not competing against each other over energy, right? Or space. Competing over space arcs. And so she's on the left side, okay? So notice that's on the left side of your eyeball, your left eyeball, okay? The left side, the left hemisphere. Now we're back to a quad function, which is 4, which is a quadratic, right? On a cross. The center point of a cross inside of a sphere has got 1, 2, 3, 4 sections, right? 4 pieces of the pie. And to the right, you have a big sign in the background on top that says Ruth, R-U-T-H, Ruth. Underneath it says less. And then you have 3 males, okay? And you have them wearing black, okay? A black garment, right? And either white or gray underneath, like a gray shirt or a white shirt, okay? That's 3 males, right? 1 female to the left, 3 to the right. What is a relationship that fire has with ice or fire with water, right? 1 unit molecule of H2O will cool the base of the fire of 300 units, right, of electrical current that ignites a spark, lights a tetrahedron. That's called mapping the terrain. Now, when you reverse it, because of the way that it comes to you in the mirror, you sort of get it, left and right, right and left. Which side am I? Which mirror am I? Knowing the mirrors. Right? The difference between a finite dead light mirror, right, and an eternal living light with a living spirit and an oversoul arcing mirror that's on fire. That's called mapping the codes, mapping the math codes, mapping the color codes, mapping the mirrors, knowing the difference between the mirrors, which is a torque speed differential metric, between a dead magnet and a living magnet, right? And speed. Now we're back to learning speed, right? The highest accelerator of learning is experiencing through God's love. That's wisdom. The wisdom of a girl's heart. The heart and soul of Adam, the first crystal seed atom of God's heart and soul, joined as one, where male and female become one, eternal blast furnace. Right? Non-polarized. Between the pairs, between the poles, between the male and the female become one. Perfect balance between the poles. Zero errors. Have a good night. We love you all. Be good to yourselves.